Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Carlos.
And what a week it's been. Let's talk about it.
You ready for Whiplash?
Yes, that's going to be the theme of the day, it feels like.
Yeah.
We're going to just start off with the bad news. For us recording this, we learned today, as the news broke early this morning for us on the Eastern Seaboard, that Minato Aqua will be graduating Hololive within the next 4 weeks, I'd say, somewhere in that realm, by the end of the month of August.
It was August 28th.
Yeah, that'll be her last stream and her graduation, and then she will be no longer part of Hololive any longer, which is a major turn of events, basically. So
It feels so weird because, like, it feels like it came out of nowhere. We just talked last week about the gaming chair that they were selling of her.
yeah. And that was with the group of her, Toa, and Suisei.
Yeah.
So, what a weird thing. A lot of the members of Hololive have come out and said, yeah, we knew this was coming for a while now. Aqua herself in a stream like 6 days ago at this point was sort of hinting at it. I saw a clip of that earlier today.
She mentioned, I just saw the message yesterday of them saying, like, hey, she's going to have a stream. Like, there's going to be some not good news coming. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be great, but things will be okay. And then this is what it was.
Yeah. Which, I mean, granted, as far as graduations go from Hololive, this is on the better end of things. Basically what was said. By the way, I guess if you don't know who Minato Aqua is, she's the part of the second generation of Hololive JP. She's been a member of Hololive for around 6 years. So she is one of the, not necessarily founding members, but she is a very early member of Hololive within the first 2 official generations of talents that came out. So she's been around forever. She's one of the most popular VTubers on the internet. She is known for her playing of Apex and other first-person shooters. She's known for being very, very shy. She has purple hair that looks like an onion, and so people have called her an onion. And yeah, she's phenomenally well-known and well-liked in the VTuber space. Here we have a small figure of her in front of me on the desk.
And the relaxed time over here.
Yeah. So that's a quick rundown on who Minato Aqua is. Let's continue talking about what's going on with the current situation. She had a stream. It was 10 minutes long, and in it she was like, yep, I'm graduating. This is, again, better than a lot of the VTubers. I'd say we're about 50-50 on Hololive graduations at this point.
This is like the first normal graduation we've had from them in a long time. Because people generally don't quit normally. Usually they end up leaving because of a specific reason that's not a normal graduation.
Now, you do say that. I will point out, H-An graduated like two months ago.
Yeah, but she didn't do the concert.
But exactly.
She's staff.
She was staff, not necessarily a normal member. The last normal member regular graduation we had was Coco, and that was a couple years ago. So that was before we as a podcast existed, which is weird to think about. But yes, Aqua is the first big graduation in quite some time, frankly.
And she is massive. An absolute juggernaut of their company. Which, I guess, just to move on to reasons, she did give reasons in her short stream saying why she was leaving. And it generally came down to she just doesn't like how Hololive is anymore.
Well, the way that she phrased it was that her and management disagree on what she was trying to do, basically, is the way that I understand it.
Yeah.
So it's like, we have to be really careful about this because it's not like she's necessarily blaming them and they're not necessarily blaming her. It seems to be that they just want to go in different directions. And so that is the option that they have, is to just go in different directions.
Yeah. This is obviously, we don't speak Japanese. This is all, things that we've seen from translations. It's just the details that I saw was her just alluding to that. Yeah, aside from she doesn't agree with the management, they're going in different directions, but also it seems like she didn't want to be the big star.
So
She's a quiet person. She didn't want to be a big, huge social star.
So doing some reading. Hello, Hololive Reddit. Thank you very much. Apparently, Marine had said on a stream that it might be workload related because in 2022, this comes from Grushio on Reddit. Cover started shifting away from 100% streaming towards a more franchise-driven business, and Aqua wasn't about that. So from his comment that I read, it's safe to assume that basically at some point Hololive stopped feeling like we're streaming video games and having a fun time, and it began feeling a lot more like franchise-based homework. I don't really. One of the things she asked is that fans of hers don't over speculate, which I think she more said that to avoid drama, and also she's under a non-disclosure agreement, so she can't really come back and tell people to stop speculating or even give away the truth or just speak candidly, which is one of the big issues about the big corps.
Her talking about it is already potentially leaking something.
Yeah, to some degree, but hey, she's still graduating on good terms. But I mean, if you look at a lot of Hololive people that we watch and cover, a lot of them are basically constantly talking about how the workload has evolved and changed. Amelia Watson has recently come back again from another hiatus after the Spelling Bee, and she did a couple streams. She did a talking stream. She's now done an Elden Ring stream. And during it, she said a lot of the issue was, I just had so much homework to do, and I kept putting it off and procrastinating, and I entered a loop where I was procrastinating, and I just felt so bad. It's safe to assume that the environment of Hololive has become a place where there's so much franchising stuff going on and so many projects in constant development. It probably really does stop feeling like you're a streamer and more like you're almost like a brand manager.
I mean, and they are managing their own brands because they're all sub-brands underneath the main brand of Hololive.
Yeah.
So you got
each talent's a brand.
Two things regarding that, too, is you throw someone like her, who is a well-known, notorious, hardcore gamer introvert, into that, they're not going to like it.
Yeah.
And second, all you have to do is look at Gura and her current existence, and she's not a streamer anymore. She's literally like a character face for the company.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find time. Half the time when Gura appeared in collaborations during her longest hiatus, she was just flat out exhausted. I'll never forget her arriving to Myth's big collab right before all that stuff they were doing, and Gura's like, I'm literally like in between two things. I'm so exhausted. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think if we assume that this is the state Aqua's in, I can totally understand putting in your 2 weeks. She's probably exhausted. She's been working hard, and the company she's been working in since basically the start has completely metamorphosized. At one point, it was a bunch of plucky girls streaming Apex and hoping they make it and getting lucky and being grateful that now the company's big enough to pay everyone. And she woke up one day and she's looking at a schedule and she needs to stream today. She needs, they want ideas for merch from her. They want ideas for songs to do. She has a recording schedule today. Like,
got to learn the choreography for the upcoming fest. Like,
you have 3 requests to be a part of this. The big concert everyone has to go to is here. This needs re-reviewed. You submitted this, but you didn't really sign it right, so we need you to look at it one more time. Your manager sent you 3 DMs. Someone else's manager DM'd you, and they've never DM'd you before.
Yeah. 3 people want you to come by for different concerts.
Exactly.
So that you can be featured guest.
Literally everything you do needs 7 permissions to even like lift your finger on it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The most stressful part of your day used to be if Origin launched an updated Apex. I totally get this. I understand it completely, especially if you talk with management about what you can change and you just don't agree.
Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, like what she said, if they're just heading in different directions, then at some point you have to sever and just head in the different directions.
So yeah, I don't think this is I think it warrants discussion from the perspective of her, for all she's done for Hololive, for how prolific she is. I feel bad that she spent so much of her words anticipating drama and speculation, because this really feels like the most cut, clean thing that's happened in a bit. And if this changes, feel free to take this clip out of context. I can't wait, but I don't think there's going to be any drama here. I think this is going to be very clean. And I feel bad for Aqua fans, but I have a feeling she's not going to stop streaming, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of indicators in that way anyways.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where usually a Hololive graduation is cut and dry one way or another. Either we know what we know no matter what, and that's it. By the time the announcements are done, and by the time there's no more streams going up, you know everything you're gonna know about it basically. Nobody has come back afterwards and been like expose of Hololive, you know. Nobody, for the most part, their NDA must be strict enough that like nothing's coming out at any point about any of the terminations that have happened or about any of the graduations that have happened. So basically, yeah, on August 28th, she'll have her last concert, she'll have her last stream, and then that is all we'll ever know about why she left.
Yep.
And it was said in the actual graduation notice, there's going to be a graduation, like, final concert. There's going to be likely some sort of merch of some kind.
August 28th.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and read through the announcement if that's okay with you guys. Because we've been talking about it this whole time and we haven't actually said what's in the official announcement. Thank you for your continued support of Hololive production. We regret to inform you that on August 28th, 2024, Minato Aqua will graduate from the VTuber group Hololive. To all the fans and related parties, we sincerely apologize for this sudden announcement. We appreciate the warm support you have given Aqua until now, and we are truly grateful from all the bottoms of our hearts. Minato Aqua has been one of the members pivotal in contributing to the growth of Hololive production from its early days, serving as part of Hololive's second generation for approximately 6 years. We are sincerely grateful for her contributions and, in light of that, have accepted her request for graduation. We are planning to, which is like a weird statement. I get what they're doing. It's corporate speak, but at the same time, I'm just like, what are you going to do? Tell her no and just like kick her off the side of a building? Like, what the fuck, guys?
I mean, I take that as it was something that she wanted. It wasn't the company was kicking her for a reason.
Yeah,
It was
that's the intent
her
of
side.
this statement, but it's just weirded in us. It's that slightly like this is translated from another language as best we can, sort of way, you know.
Yeah.
We are planning a graduation live stream on August 28th, date for graduation, and also the following. Point 1, Minato Aqua's graduation live concert. Point 2, Minato Aqua's merchandise sales. Point 3, special program on the Hololive official channel. Point 4, special feature on talent channels. Please wait for further announcements regarding the schedule for each of the above. In addition, for information on merchandise related to Minato Aqua, other than merchandise mentioned above, please refer to the Hololive Production official shop for separate announcements. And then there's a link to the shop. Closure of various services. Fan letters will be accepted until Friday, September 6th, JST. So if you want to write Aqua a handwritten letter or something, then you can submit those until that point. Details about membership and membership-only content will be provided separately. Memberships usually get turned off a month after graduation, I believe.
Yeah.
And because this is a normal graduation, all of her content basically should remain up on her channel. You can still go back and watch Sana's stuff. You can still go back and watch Coco's stuff. They're still there. Back to the notice. We will continue to support her fully until her graduation. We would like to ask for your full, unwavering support in the remaining time until the day of graduation. Thank you. Tuesday, August 6, 2024, Cover Corporation. Yago has posted, as has basically every member of Hololive, has posted on Twitter, expressing some level of upset.
A lot of them are very, very understanding and of just saying, it was a good run. We had a good time. I was really glad to work with you.
Yep.
Some people are not taking it very well.
That's always going to be the case. The people that are closest are going to be cut the deepest. And Pecora has done a lot of work with Aqua in the past year specifically. And she's even posted that, like, whenever she was told, she did everything in her power not to just tell Aqua not to graduate.
Yeah.
Because she recognizes that that's her prerogative. If that's what she wants to do and feels like she needs to do, then that's what's right for her. But also, Pecora was just like, but I wanted to. So
I think it was Subaru specifically that said, I wish that she could just stay forever. Like, directly, just publicly stated that on her social media.
yeah, there were a few of those. I think Choco was not dealing particularly well as well. Marine said she never would have joined Hololive without Aqua. A lot of the English-speaking folks never got the chance really to speak with her a whole lot. There were some collaborations and crossovers and things. But even then, Narissa is like tore up right now.
Yeah.
So it's not a measure of how well they necessarily knew them directly so much as it is a measure of how much they care about her. And a lot of them care about her a lot. She's been here for a long time. She's a pivotal talent, as was mentioned. So this one's going to cut deep for a lot of folks, even in the Western world where we, didn't get exposed to all of her streams all of the time.
I did.
She's very well known.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've watched any of her streams, but I used to watch her quite a bit because she was really, really good at games, and I liked watching her.
Yeah. And if nothing, like the quality of her content has steadily increased over time, to my knowledge. She's just been getting better and better and better at everything. So if this is the time for her to go and she gets to go out on a high note, then there's nothing wrong with that. And even then, she said that she's going to be working very hard up until her actual graduation. She's going to be putting in all the effort she can up until then. So hell yeah, get it. I think that's the best way that we can approach it as fans is she's not gone yet. Cry if you feel that you need to cry. There's nothing wrong with that. But definitely celebrate her while we still have her. And then whenever she's gone, feel whatever you feel. That's the way I feel about these sort of things. Much like many things in life. Celebrate what you have while you have it. And right now we've still got a couple weeks of Aqua left. So
Yeah. And it's not like anything particularly bad happened. She had a very, very successful and extensive career. Many accomplishments.
Including, obviously, she had a 3D debut, several idol outfits, and solo live outfits. She was an attendant at every HoloFest that has happened. 2 solo concerts. She was an ambassador for Red Bull. She did an Azure Lane collab. Nice. Kurimeshi collab, Sword Art Online collab. She has her own visual novel. She voiced and sang in an anime, and just generally has not really had a lot of big controversies or anything like that. And also, she's like really, really good at certain video games. She's well known for it. Basically, a professional league gamer.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that she's managed to do in her career. Which her career, like, on one hand, her career is 6 years, and on the internet, that's forever. But 6 years in any career is not, a lifetime.
Yeah.
As well. So most people work at their jobs for 60 years, something along that lines. So.
Yeah. And the way things are, she's well known enough, just as a person, that if she ever decided to go indie or go to another company, the big one that I heard personally that she would, if she decided to go corporate somewhere else, Vespo is probably a great place for her.
Yeah,
because
they're focused almost exclusively on professional gaming.
Yeah, they exist for professional competitive gaming.
Yeah,
and streaming.
That being said, there's no reason that she couldn't simply start up as an independent again if she wanted to. But that's if she wants to. If what she's really after is just streaming, she can stream immediately. Like, I'm sure she's got a non-compete for like a month or 2, I think is usually what's standard for VTubers. But after that, like, the world is her oyster. She can fire up she can pay somebody. Listen, I'm not going to say I know how much money Minato Aqua has in the bank, but I'm sure it's not nothing. She could have a new model and a new face immediately. You know what I mean? But it's whatever she wants to do at this point. She could probably retire if she really wanted to.
Probably. She's one of the top people in the company. If Marine can pay $100,000 every few months to have a music video put up, I'm sure Aqua can do plenty.
Yeah. Speculative numbers. So yes, I think that in general, this might be the last we see of her face, but I'm pretty sure this won't be the last we hear of her. So
yeah,
take that and run with it as far and as wide as you wish. We'll be here right now, enjoying Minato Aqua and getting ready for her big graduation. So remember, graduations are things to celebrate usually. Outside of the VTuber world, it's a big deal. Uruka is about to graduate from college, I believe, or her master's degree, whatever she's doing.
We're just mentally twisted from graduations being a terrible thing for the last year.
Yes. Well, since getting involved in this fucking fandom, realistically speaking. Okay. Do we have anything else we want to bring up about Aqua right now?
Right this second, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think overall, the last thing I want to say on it is it sucks. Feel your feelings, but celebrate what we have while we have it. Fair?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we started with some bad news. We're going to keep going with bad news.
Get it all out of the way.
We're just going to do it all right now, and just that way we can move on to... We've got a lot of really, really cool things that have happened this week as well. Previewing what else we're going to talk about. Obviously, we've got some 3D showcases. In fact, more 3D showcases than we know what to do with. There's a lot that was really cool in the past week, but also things that are not cool in the past week are things like Miori Celesta, who'll be gone at least for the rest of the month. Is what we're seeing. She hurt her back, I believe. She slipped a disc and requires surgery or something.
I was following it. She just literally woke up one morning and her back hurt so bad that she could barely get out of bed. And 2 days later, she was trying a few various things to try and fix her back. And apparently she eventually did go to the right doctor and found out that she had a ruptured disc.
She had a ruptured disc in her back. Okay.
So she was having emergency surgery as ASAP to get that fixed.
Yeah, that is not something that you really want to mess around. I mean, it's not something physically you can mess around with. Obviously, she's incapable of standing up because she's in so much pain.
Yeah.
Obviously, something is going to need to give, and surgery seems like what's going to happen, right?
It's just very unfortunate. She said she had to cancel a lot of things. She had paid for a lot of stuff too already, that she had overseas trips and everything planned.
Yep, I'm sure she did, and I'm sure that this is going to cause a lot of not just physical toll, obviously emotional toll, financial toll. This is the sort of thing that can really throw you out of your entire groove for a long time. So
yeah.
I'm not sure if the thunder in the background right now is coming through, but it is rather dramatic for this particular sad story.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate because Miori had been up at she's basically at the height of her career right now. She's everywhere.
She's doing a lot of really good work. She's super entertaining. She's got a fantastic schedule she's keeping. And then you get hit, and I'll be honest, if you don't take care of yourself first, eventually things are going to fall apart. And this is something she doesn't have the option of. She has to take care of herself first in this regard.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed that her surgery goes well and she's back in action before too long. That's about the best that we can say.
Hopefully she has a speedy recovery.
Yeah. And that's about it, I think, for Miori. Anything else? Yeah, feel better soon. Sorry this happened. This really sucks, and I know. So, okay, sad news number 3. Or at least this one's...
Weird news.
This one's confusing, maybe a little frustrating.
Corporate news.
This one is Idol Corp has been bought by Brave Group. This happened right after we recorded last week.
Yeah.
So this has been floating in the ether for a while.
Again, I don't know why everything in VTubing happens late Tuesday evening or early Wednesday morning.
Yes, every single time.
Holy shit. Advent's 3D lives get confirmed, etc., etc. This gets announced, that gets announced. Carlos goes home. That's big VTubing news. For those of you who are not aware, Idol Corp is one of many VTubing companies. It is the company that has been host to, I know personally, of Rin Penrose.
Yes.
And various others.
Connie Confetti, Poco Raccoon. There's several graduated talents now, like Pochimon Maru and Yuko Yurei were there.
Idol.
I like Raka Roren myself. I think she's really cool.
Idol as a company has kind of made a name for itself in the VTubing world as trying to be one of the more fan-first, talent-first people. These were the guys who were trying to pay clippers money to encourage them to do it and be real nice and friendly with them. These are the guys who are like, we're just going to show you what we're paying. We're just going to show you how it works. That way we're transparent. And these are also the guys who just entered some controversy where it was revealed that they were late paying artists and it had become habitual. Well, with this recent news, we can see why. as they're being acquired by Brave Group. You might be familiar with Brave Group as they own several other companies.
A lot. They own so many.
I was
They
shocked.
own the western branch of VSPO, I believe, at the very least. They own V4 Mirai. Oh, shoot, I'm blanking.
They own
right now.
Globy.
They own Globy. I don't think IN is them. IN is a different company. But yeah, they've got at least 3 like fairly major Western VTubing groups under their belt, and they've also got some Eastern ones as well. They've got some Japanese ones.
So they've been brought under pretty much officially the umbrella of this new organization, though we have yet to actually receive the official news of which VTubers will be staying with the company, as Idol, in my opinion, has done one final Chad move and allowed for the VTubers to leave and not merge with Globy and become independent, and they will, if they wish, get to keep the identities they've built.
The way it seems, I'm assuming what's going to happen is, even though they got bought by Brave Group, since Brave Group already owns so many companies, it seems like it's very likely they're just going to literally just be under new ownership, and Idol Corp is still going to be Idol Corp.
Yeah, they're going to keep it as like a division.
Yeah, because part of the announcement was that you will be allowed to either continue with the merge and continue doing what you're doing, or take your channel and just go indie.
Yeah. So I would like to take a step back real quick and just say that Idol as a company has EN for English. They have ES for Spanish. So they've got a multitude of different talents under their belt. Their CEO is leaving the company in this merger.
Yeah,
So that's one of the big shakeups that's happening.
I guess he didn't necessarily say that he won't be around at all anymore, but he will not be the CEO.
Yeah, he's stepping down.
So I can read a little bit from their official announcement here. As part of its global expansion... Oh, and I wanted to point out that Brave Group has worked with Idol closely in the past on their merchandise. Idol ran into problems with their merchandise whenever they were independent, and Brave Group stepped in to help them with their merchandise. After that, it's been probably, 8 to 10 months, probably, somewhere in there. Maybe more, maybe less. Either way, it's a rough number.
Apparently,
since that happened, and now Idol is just merging into it.
Apparently, there's actually like a small trail of like crumbs from this kind of stuff happening. I don't know where they heard it, but I even saw somewhere that at some point over these months, they had that Clipper program a while back where they were paying Clippers. Apparently, Brave Group also took that over at some point.
I can believe that.
So I guess the signs have been there for a while. Brave Group has just been gradually consuming their company.
Yeah, and I mean, if it works easier for everyone involved, and I guess there's nothing... I mean, we'll get there. As part of its global expansion, Brave Group has opened 5 offices in 4 different countries and has launched several international projects, such as holding auditions for English-speaking and Chinese-speaking talents, while also expanding in Europe, bringing the number of international projects to 6, including Idol, with a total of 56 talents under the group's umbrella as of August 1st, 2024. Idol is a fast-growing VTuber startup launched in March 2022 that achieved rapid success with the launch of the English-speaking Idol EN VTuber group in November of the same year. In May 2024, the group launched the Spanish-speaking Idol ES VTuber group, bringing their total of YouTube subscribers to around 1.6 million followers. Following this merger, Idol will retain its identity while being under the management of Brave Group US, alongside the existing VTuber project V4 Mirai. Through these two projects, the group will work towards the development of their international activities with a focus on the merchandising offering and... That is strange phrasing. And the North American market. So they're focusing on the U.S. with this. So V4 Mirai is the only U.S.-based VTuber group that Brave Group owns right now, until Idol is brought into the fold, and then it'll be U.S.-based as well.
I believe that you just mentioned in that they did mention the international stuff. Because that's what I was actually kind of worried about, because they literally just opened their Spanish branch, and they were starting to bring up like more people in too. And it's like, but what are all these new people that just came in? Like, what's going to happen to them?
Yes,
And it
and that
seems
is
like
a big concern. I'm glad that they're keeping ES in,
yeah,
at the very least. They had announced that they had a lot of talents they were waiting to debut as well at Idol.
Yeah.
I believe they said they had at least one major announcement for every month of the year coming up in 2024. So we're going to see how
Yeah.
much of that still is panning out versus what's going on.
it does seem a little strange that all of the like this happened, right? And they've been doing so many huge things through the year. It's like it seems like such a weird thing to happen. They've been expanding and doing so much, and then just out of nowhere, it's like the CEO's stepping down. It's somebody else that's handling it now.
Yeah, they have had a few different problems, like we mentioned, with merchandise and things in the past. But for the most part, the numbers were very good for the company. They seem to be in a very progressive place, like Cameron said, where they were really pushing for talent and fans and things like that. I would like to read the announcement from VAllure, who was the CEO, the founder and ex-CEO of Idol Virtual Talents Limited. I'd like to announce that I'll be stepping down as CEO of Idol and passing the wand to Brave Group. It feels surreal to say goodbye to something that's been such a big part of my life, but it's time for a new chapter for both Idol and me. When I founded Idol, it's all about giving amazing creators the spotlight they deserve and challenging what VTuber agencies should be. Looking back, I'm amazed at how far we've come, and I'm grateful for every moment. I wish the best of luck. That's really the meat of it, frankly, is he's stepping down as CEO. It ends with, here's to new beginnings, continued success, and maybe our paths crossing again someday. With all my thanks, VAllure. So I'm pretty sure he's just completely out of the entire
Yeah, he's
thing.
gone.
Norikazu Hayashi, the CEO of Brave Group US, had a statement as well. As a lot of VTuber agencies were facing a large number of challenges, Idol managed to become one of the leading VTuber agencies in a short time thanks to VAllure's innovative marketing strategy, as well as thoughtful support to the talents. We did use some of his marketing techniques as a reference when we launched V4 Mirai. We are very excited to carry on the legacy of Idol and are looking forward to working together with their talents, hoping to shape the North American market together. And then the CEO of Brave Group, Kaito Noguchi, also said, Idol has been one of our key business partners and decided to join our group and integrate their business into ours. It is our first time integrating a non-Japanese VTuber agency into Brave Group. However, we consider it a great opportunity to reinforce our presence globally. We are confident that this venture will also have a significant positive impact in the whole North American market and strongly hope that the VTuber culture will be spreading even further around the world, birthing forth talented individuals and amazing content for people to enjoy. So there you go. On the surface, everyone is excited for this at the at Brave Group, which is good. We mentioned earlier, and I don't know how far we even got into it at this point, that the talents are given the option to stay or leave should they please either way.
Yeah.
And I believe they get to retain their IP if they decide to leave, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Again, being very creator forward, which is good.
so it's important to note, because this is the big question everyone's going to have, what's going to happen to my specific person that I like? The long and short of it is they are not going to say into a specific moment.
Yes.
To prevent the situation where, let's create a hypothetical, Brave Group announces we have Idol. Rin Penrose within 5 minutes. I am leaving Idol. That puts a lot of pressure on everyone else to maybe leave Idol as well. It makes more sense for everyone to announce what they're doing at the same time so as to avoid singling someone out. Being like, what if only one person left Idol? That person would be bullied on Twitter because, like, did you not like the girls? Did you hate them? Also, by the way, Rin actually mentions on her stream, she's still allowed to collab with literally anyone. If you leave Idol, you can still collab with the people from Idol, by the way. Nothing's weird's happening. Stop speculating. Refuse to speculate. Me, when I don't watch the stream.
There you go.
And I mean, also, we're not going to go too deep into it, but it's already been seen that if you look in the right places, you can see some accounts that sound familiar that have become significantly more active recently.
Yes. So there's indicators on who's going to stay and who's going to leave, but they aren't announcing anything firm. There's a chance that, I mean, God knows that there's people that have 2 different accounts and they do different things on each one.
Yeah.
That's nothing new either. We could have a situation like that where they retain the IP and stay with Brave Group now, and at the same time they act independently as well on a different account. That's nothing new, frankly. That happens fairly often anymore.
Yeah.
there's a lot of different ways this can go, and we're not going to know until they all announce at the same time that they're going to bully Poco.
We did mention Vispo earlier, right?
Yes.
That's one of Brave Group's.
Yes. That's, I believe, so Vispo EN, we talked about a little while ago. They just had their first EN generation launch, and that is their first Vispo outside of Japan. That is a JP-centric organization. I'm guessing Globi is European base, because they did say they were in 4 different locations, 4 different countries.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wrapping my head around how big they are, because if Brave Group can afford to just, yeah, we're just taking it, we can do it. They gotta be big.
They're one of the top Japanese ones.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, because Vispo is like the 3rd largest Japanese VTuber group, isn't it?
I think so.
It's up there. So Brave Group has a lot of pull, actually.
Yeah. So there's like you said, we don't know who is staying and who is leaving yet. A lot of them have done streams already talking about the situation, just to give their input on what's going on. People seem to be very positive about it, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You kind of have to do that stream right away, because you need to, like, squash and cease the speculation in your fandom the second it happens.
Yeah.
Because, like, to be honest, I'm pulling back my shoes. In the one streamer that I really thoroughly watched, if this announcement happened and then Rin Penrose said nothing for 2 weeks, oh my God, would I be speculating? I'd be really upset.
Yeah. And that's why most of the talents immediately after this news came out were like, I've got a stream scheduled in 10 minutes. Stop on through. And then the only thing they said is, like, all of them at the same time were basically like, we're not saying anything until we all can't say something at the same time. And until that happens, which I guarantee because of the way causality works, it'll be tonight after we finish filming.
I'm fucking rapid refreshing the VTuber Reddit. Let's go.
I know, right? And again, there's a few I expect to leave. There's a few I expect to stay. So we're going to see.
I would think that a lot of them would want to stay, but there's no guarantee.
And that's it.
Some of them may have also had the taste of the corporate life, and this might actually just be an easy exit for them.
Will Rin Penrose still feel the same sick thrill of swiping the company credit card if Aviel's name isn't on it? I don't know.
One last gotcha pull. That'd be so base to her. That'd be so real.
It's like, hold on, I have to do something right first before I give your card back.
What do you do when your CEO is no longer there to be bullied?
Someone asked her if she leaves Idol, will her April Fool's character stay?
Oh, man.
They asked her, can you still collab with him?
Rin Penrose, but better?
Yeah, her April Fool's character. Love him. He's great.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, I thought her April Fool's character was the super kawaii version of her.
I got his pronouns wrong.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, me when I don't watch the stream.
Oh, this is an entirely different thing.
Massive bit.
Now he's hot.
Yeah. Based.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about when it comes to Idol right now? I think we're starting to break free of the sadness that binds us.
I'm starting to feel joy. I'm glad everyone at Idol's okay. I remember being very speculative about Idol. This kind of feels like what was going to happen next, because I think last time we discussed Idol, I had this feeling of like they either need to improve or something crazy is going to happen, and something crazy has happened.
Yeah. Unexpected, but also you could, if you were looking in the right way, you could have seen it coming. So.
I feel like after the artist thing, that was such a red flag that something had to happen.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee this was well in the books at that point.
Okay, I guess I'll end it on this note since I brought up the last stream. I hope Brave Group pays their artists on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Well, I feel like now that's a possibility, potentially.
I mean, I'm sure the vast majority, if not all of their problems, have always just been because they were too small and they were trying desperately to grow as hard and as fast as possible, and things just slip through.
I'd say anything below the V Shoujo branch, like this where you enter like Idol and Phase Connect, when you're there in the middle and so close to breaking into the top, you start getting really aggressive with your spending and making more branches and trying to seem bigger than you are. Because if you seem bigger than you are, you will become bigger than you are.
Well, not only that, the economy doesn't give a shit if you make the same amount of money this year as you did last year. They give a shit how much more money you made this year than last year. So, like, if you're trying to grow a business, you have to grow. As aggressively.
I mean, 2 of the jobs I've worked in the past were like that, where they were too big to be small, but too small to be big.
Yeah. And
call them
you're stuck in the scrap zone.
Yeah.
You're too good at fighting games to play with your friends, but not good enough to play with the people online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're just stuck in the doldrums.
Also, your merch never arrives when people buy it.
God damn it. 3 fucking VTubers graduated after Carlos ordered the merch, and he never got the merch still.
That was one of the things that was
The
in
CEO graduated before you got the merch.
that was one of the things that was in the announcement to this, where like, all right, they're taking over the company. It's like cut and dry right now. We're going to tell you very soon after the acquisition is through. You're either going to get the merch that you don't have, or it's getting canceled and refunded. There is going to be no more of this limbo, supposedly, that the merch is stuck in right now.
Man, someday we're going to get that Riro Ron standee.
And then we can put it in a jar.
Put it in a jar. All right, let's move on, and we're going to talk about happy, good things that have happened in the past week. Cameron, what was that? Oh, it's my cat. He's a good boy.
He's been back there just rubbing all over the taco.
He's sleeping on the taco.
Yes.
What a good boy.
Zoom in, Carlos. Zoom in. I know you have it in you. Zoom in.
Yeah, you're
Zoom
editing
in.
this week. I don't know if I told you. I picked up a cold at Otakon, so I feel like I'm fucking dying. So
I just felt like not sleeping last night, I guess. Lol. So I'm really out of it. Apologies if I seem haggard or quiet. I won't be quiet for the next subject.
Is it because it's Shiori?
It's Shiori. Just kidding.
Shiori's 3D showcase live.
I watched the whole thing, but I don't remember a second of it. That's not against her. I was really out of it that day.
That's okay. I watched the entire thing and took notes.
That's so real of you.
Yeah, I tried my best this week.
I have a personal rule that unless it's a debut, I won't let myself take notes because then it becomes work.
It is work, buddy. You just have to accept that.
Where's the money, Nick?
Merchandise sales have been a little sluggish. Mostly because we haven't made any merchandise.
It's true. I mean, merchandise you're aware of.
That's fair. There's
If you
bootlegs and knockoffs.
subscribe to the Patreon to get my audio pack. I'm doing the Lord's work.
It's just Cameron sucking on a cob of corn. He's
You
been hanging out with
are
VAllure too
spoiling
much.
my tags?
More corn.
This is upsetting.
All right. Well, speaking of upsetting, let's talk about
Shiori,
Shiori.
baby.
Shiori's 3D showcase has come and gone, and we'll give you a quick play-by-play. We're going to skip through it at a decent clip, I feel, because we have 400 3D debuts to talk about this
What
week.
happened? Go on.
Everything is on fire. And it starts with some good little moments here. So there's a knock at the door, and then you enter the door, and then there's a book from Shiori, and then there's voiceover of Shiori reading the book, and she talks about how she's been having dreams about a castle. There's a big old castle that she dreams about every night, and it haunts her dreams. And so she goes to find the castle in real life. And then she finds the castle and goes through a portal, and now she's got 3 dimensions, and she can shake her butt at the camera, which she immediately does.
I love her coat so fucking much.
Her coat is really cool. As I said, she shakes her butt at the camera and then begins having palpitations.
Mood. I love a girl that palpitates.
Who doesn't? She then sings Ga by Utsupi.
Man,
Carlos
I love
said,
this.
wow.
Because I listened to Utsupi.
Uh-huh.
Well, I used to a few years ago.
I can change.
It's like a screamo metal Vocaloid band.
Oh my god.
Producer. I love it.
It's
Not
So this
all
was
of-
like a double good moment for Carlos.
yeah,
wow, Shiori and Vocaloids. God, thank you.
not all of their music is screamo. It's just a lot of metal, some of it.
I
But
see.
man, she did a fantastic job with this, and I was ecstatic to hear that song.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, frankly. After the song is done, we move on to Halloween Town or whatever. That's what I called it, at least. And then arrive the voices of all of her genmates from Advent. Jeez.
Adventia.
Bijou is the first up, and she has to go through a series of trials to get back to where she was, as it turns out. And so Bijou gives her first trial. She must meme. She must beam hard and strong. She must first do a Shiori beam, which Bijou calls lame and tries to bully her into doing a second one, and Shiori's like, no. And then Bijou goes, fine. And then she's like, you must kabedon us.
Yeah.
And so, of course, Shiori kabedons the camera, and Nerissa fucking squirts.
She goes.
Nerissa's living a happier life than us,
Oh my
objectively.
God. Nerissa's like panting like a dog and is like, yes, ma'am, yes.
I think it was Bijou or something that said, this wasn't supposed to be for you. Why are you enjoying all this too much?
Nerissa's the ultimate fan, please.
It wasn't just that, too. She does it to the camera and just... She gets really into it and just says, tonight, I'm using you.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Thanks, Nerissa. And finally, Bijou's like, all right, dab.
Oh, yeah, dab. The ultimate dab.
Yeah, and then Bijou's like, dab harder. Do a power dab. And then she has to do a power dab. She hits the dab very hard. This grants her the power of having magical apples, which she then must juggle as
Fucking miss-ass puzzle.
that is what Mokoko demands. After juggling for a while, she gets a cauldron. Fuwamoco now demands an apple pie. So she must take the apples and put them in the cauldron and use a giant spoon to stir them up. And by that, I mean she just like smashes the spoon into the ground over and over again in the cauldron. And then a perfectly baked apple pie results, as that is how you bake.
Sounds exactly like Shiori's cooking.
Yes. From this apple pie, which does in fact look delicious, I'm pretty sure this is one of their hyper-realistic, like they bought a nice apple pie and then like scanned it in 3D and put it into the fucking video game that is their life.
Yeah.
She then gets a microphone, which she uses to sing Abnormality Dancing Girl by Gucci.
Yeah.
Do we know this one at all?
I wasn't familiar with this, but it was good.
Yeah, all of her performances were rock solid, I will say that. Thanks to the power of friendship, the portal is now reactivated.
Yeah, friendship.
Or at least that is what's suggested to her. The portal is not actually reactivated yet, and she does realize and says out loud, okay, but I'm talking to a rock, 2 dogs, and a bird. So...
And the whole time this is going on, too, the voices speaking to her are just like, hold on, let me look at the script. And you hear, like, paper flapping.
Bijou, where are you getting these numbers? Nerissa is constantly asking because Bijou is making up numbers. It's a very good bit. It's very fun the entire way through. After this, Shiori reads a note, and then it actually activates the portal, and she goes back through, and now she's back at the castle where all the pretty flowers are, except now it's raining. And so, of course, she does what is natural and sings Rainy Boots by Inabaku Mori. I really liked this one. I thought this one was really good.
Yeah.
After she's done singing this, she realizes that her boots are gross and wet now, so she takes them off along with her jacket. Mm-hmm. And she shows the walkie pie. What a slut.
I think it's worth noting just how, like, fucking full on she just went, coat off, and she's like, okay, camera. Bam, 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 ass, bam.
Yep.
Value. Like, just did not fuck around.
Oh, translator note, walkie pie means armpits. She showed her armpits, so...
Which
unforgivable.
Which seems to be a recurring theme for Hololive now.
Yeah, well, Watame has a thing, and if you don't pay the Watame tax, you get in trouble.
I just appreciate, like, there are the members of Hololive who are like, oh, no, oh, no. I always like the ones like, just get over with. Get over with. Is it out of your system? All right. Let's get back to singing.
I like Shiori because she does both.
Yeah.
She aggressively is like, she's like, oh no, oh god, I'm showing my armpit. Are we done? Okay, good. It's very, very good. Very even-heeled.
I think if you're going to go, oh no, it's better if you are actually going, oh no. Like Iris actually goes, oh no. Like, I didn't think this was going to be a part of it.
Why would Iris use that gif? What does this mean?
She's so... Never mind. Shiori.
Shiori has merchandise now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not available in the store yet. I'm assuming that by the time we get all 4 of the 3D debuts out of our system, the merchandise will be available for purchase for us and you, the fans out there.
Yes.
What you will be able to purchase is a belt. It is a replica Shiori belt for your cosplays, perhaps.
It is a belt that I cannot use, nor ever will. I will not be purchasing it. Thank you.
You can put it on the wall. You can put it in a display case.
I'm not displaying a fucking belt.
Oh yeah, well if you were a real fan, you would. So
this belt, it's not just a regular belt. It's literally like a metal chained goth belt.
Yeah.
Like a leather chained goth belt.
I'm a pretender. I'm not actually about that life. I can't. I cannot.
you don't like belts?
Not that kind of belt.
You don't like goth belts?
No.
You're not a goth?
Look at me.
You could be a cyber goth. You just haven't tried hard enough. Just get a gas mask. After the belt announcement, she sings Hoshi o Wataru Tori by Nem.
Oh boy, Nem.
Nem.
I love the way we talk about things that we don't know.
Nem Nem.
Leave a comment down below if you know Nem. Tell us about Nem. Make a Nem cast.
I mean, I do know that they have sung other songs by this artist before.
Carlos, we didn't include you in that we know you're better, Carlos. We know this is actually your realm. How many 3D lives do we talk about and you go, oh yeah, actually I like those guys.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, fuck.
This is Carlos's world. We just play it.
Yeah.
Well, for reference, there are 7 3D lives we're going to be talking about today. And I watched all of them from
Love you
start to finish.
Okay.
I watched too.
With that in mind, is there anything else we'd like to discuss about Shiori's 3D Live?
Shiori cute.
I really, really like Shiori.
Yeah.
Shiori, I would die for her.
Only thing missing, scissors.
Yeah, where were the scissors?
Where are the scissors?
She did thank everyone for helping her get over her moldy food, which made me happy because that was my lame claim to fame when I helped write the No More Moldy song, and she recognized and retweeted me.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's just... It'd be really weird if I just kept doing remixes to get her attention. So I'm just going to go back to being normal. And then I met Ambrose and everything changed. No.
I mean, there was a really nice, heartfelt message.
It really
at the end.
was.
Yeah. They all, well, I say they all, but the two of them that have done 3D lives now, 3D debuts, both had really very cute messages at the end that were very wholesome and wonderful. So, but yeah, overall, I'd say it was a really good debut for her 3D. Her model is top tier, as you would expect.
Yep.
And
Oh, man.
lots of just really, really good stuff came out of this in general.
I
So-
was never happy before today. I was just approaching happiness.
and now you're there.
I'm there.
Thanks, Shiori.
Yeah.
I was there for a bit. Now I'm sad again. Dude, something else came up.
She streamed Sense.
Yeah, I know.
If you were a real fan,
If you're a real fan, all you need to do is watch her sometimes.
we're just bullying Cam this
I'm a
week.
complicated man. I'm a spice cabinet of problems.
Let's dissect that, shall we? Okay, let's talk about Bijou instead.
Boo!
Koseki Bijou also got her 3D debut, which is awesome, frankly.
Yeah.
It's a giant meme. All of this, from start to finish, it's memes.
Everything.
If
It
you
is
look-
nonstop.
Look into the bucket that is Bijou's debut, and it's all memes, all the way down. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just it's Bijou being cute and doing memes, and it's good stuff.
I love it. I appreciated all of them.
Yes, there was some really good stuff in here that I really loved. So again, we're gonna do the play-by-play, and then we will pick out favorite moments and talk about whatever else we want to here. It starts with a Moai transformation, as did her original 2D debut.
So, this is now her second rock magical girl transformation, full-on animation that she has.
Yes, and this one ends in a dab, which is good, appropriate. We get smug Bijou immediately, of course. Next up, she sings Prism Magic, her first original song. This is the debut of it. So we get Bijou's first original song. Very cool stuff.
There's actually no upload for it yet.
Yeah, so this is the only way to listen to it. Go watch her debut. Good stuff. I really liked it. I was listening to it and I was like, is this new? Turns out, yes. After that, she starts walking around and her feet do be clinking very, very loudly until she yells at them to shut up.
First big meme, like the first big bit of it right off the bat.
Yep.
The clinking candy feet.
Clink, 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 clink. Next up, some stairs appear. She gets bonked, and there's this her transitions for this were amazing. This one was just her riding one of those mall rides.
Yeah.
That you put a quarter in and it goes up and down for 10 seconds.
Pretty sure these transitions are animated by Kanaru. I forget.
Very probably
Like,
Kanao.
I'm pretty sure they've already claimed credits. Like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's 100% realistic.
Actually, I want to point out that Bijou did, I think, the best way to handle this particular thing. She had little loading screens between bits that she did through the whole stream.
Right.
And the loading screen between every bit was her showing off her character model and like her expressions and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like she didn't just take 10 minutes to show off her model and expressions. It's literally you just looked at it during loading screens while they were preparing for the next bit.
Yeah. And so I really like the one later on. There's one where she's laying in the grass and you get a bunch of different expressions and they're really, really good too.
Yeah.
While we're talking about that, whenever she wakes up after the mall ride, she is in a Dark Souls dungeon, which is not listed as a Dark Souls dungeon, but there's a glowing white door and we all know what this is. She goes through the white door. There's some boss music and she says, "Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro." And she gets the shit kicked out of her and goes, "Bleh." And she gets a game over. She was using magic on this run, so whenever she revives at a big crystal outside the white door, she then pulls out a bonk hammer and decides it's time to try again. She goes in and she's like, "Now that I fixed my build, this will be fine," and then she gets killed again.
Yep.
Long and the short of it. It's great. There's like actual third-person combat a lot. It's pretty great. Whenever she gets killed, she just like lands on her face and is like, "Bleh."
These are like long choreographed combat scenes too.
Yeah, it's pretty great. She's shuffling around. She said in a later stream that she wasn't allowed to roll because they were afraid she would hurt herself. So I thought that was hilarious.
Remember that when we do some showcases here in a few minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, she gets game over twice, and then she's like, "Oh, I think I understand." It goes in a third time with the hammer and the magic, and she drops a thing on the bad guy's head, and then basically knocks the bad guy out. And then Kaela appears and is like, "I'm the real boss." And Kaela has 3 health bars. She bonks Bijou on the head, and then Bijou wakes up and they sing together. It's pretty great, frankly. So yeah. The transition this time was Bijou sitting in a plastic chair on a mountain, and there's a bunch of collision noises, and she flies off into the sunset. But then she sings Orange with Kaela. After this, we get the whole like walk around Bijou's little outdoor area. She touches grass. How could she? She's supposed to be a gamer.
She's touching grass and she liked it.
I know, it was crazy. Disgusting. Then she finds a pebble, and she catches it with a Moai statue. And now she has her first Pebblemon. After this, she runs into Mori, and she runs into Toa Senpai. And they're like, I like Mori's response where she's like, "Our eyes have met, we have to fight." And she's just like, "What?" And then they have a Pebblemon fight. And each of them have their own little Pebblemon. Bei shows up, Heiko's Bailzu shows up to assist Bijou. And then eventually betrays her ass. And then another new character arrives, who we later find out is named Geo, or the Grand Executioner of Worlds is his full title. He's a cute little rabbit guy.
Yeah.
And he summons a meteor, which wins the battle for Bijou, and then Bijou's like, "All right, now we get to sing." And then they proceed to sing together.
It all comes back to singing.
Yep, they sing Inside Identity together. After this, we get introduced to Geo, and then, of course, Bijou taxes us because she was like, I can't not do that. So she sings the Narizzler song. And then she shows off her candy feet, which you can now, well, not now, not yet, but you will be able to buy slippers that look like Bijou's feet.
Would it be better if they were edible?
Yes. After the shilling occurs, she sings Palette, which was a very pretty. This was probably my favorite part, honestly, as far as Bijou's singing goes.
Yeah, it was really
It was
nice.
very, very beautiful. And then again, she has the heartfelt ending message.
She had a long one. Hers was like several pages worth of reading off. Like, she really, really had a lot to say.
Yep. It was all very, very good. Basically, there was a ton of great stuff. There was a lot of other transition. There was the one transition screen where it was like Pebble Hunter coming to Bijou Station, and things like that. Just a lot of really, really good moments in this, frankly.
Yeah.
Fantastic live. Her model again, fantastic, utterly wonderful. Is there anything you guys want to pick out in particular about this that you just loved or hated? I guess you can tell me if you hated something.
I don't know. I feel like everything I'd bring up has been mentioned.
I just really loved her comedy in this. All the little skits that she did.
She tried so hard. I don't know how they let her do the Pokemon like parody thing. I never would have expected her to be able to get away with that. Same with the Dark Souls thing, to be fair, but that's basically her bread and butter is Souls likes and things like that. So it makes sense that she got to throw some of that stuff in.
Souls likes and memes.
Yep. So tons of great stuff in that one. Honestly, just a wonderful 3D debut. Next up, we're waiting on The Doggos, I believe. And then, of course, the wonderful Narissa Ravencroft. Those should be coming up within the next week.
And then I believe
Friday and Saturday, I believe.
I believe they also have a group stream.
And then we'll have a group stream of all of them together.
I could be wrong. I could be playing a little trick.
I don't believe you are, though.
No, I know there is a group one after.
So there we go. And then they'll have all their models and they can sing for us in New York City.
I can't wait till we get our 3D models.
Yeah, someday, buddy.
I can't wait to see them in New York City.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Hey, Brooke.
I'm walking here.
Manhattan.
We don't say that shit. All right. So that is, all the 3D debuts, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, tell me about. I mean, first of all, anything else about Bijou? I fucking love Bijou. She's great. This was fantastic.
There's not else to discuss.
All right.
I'm just saying their models were like
Beautiful.
They were beautiful.
AAA Genshin quality.
Very true.
Get overshadowed. You're nothing to me, Genshin. I'm so fucking tired.
Honkai Star Rail, more like Honkai Star Fail. Am I right?
Oh, your choo-choo Star Train got nothing?
Zenless Zone Zero, more like zero fucking interest.
More
Am I
like
right?
ZZZ because I'm sleeping on it. You know what I'm not sleeping on? It's Mumei's 3D Life. Can we talk about Mumei? Can we please?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Carlos,
hi.
rank our ohis. Who had to be at our ohai? You can pick yourself.
I'm gonna pick myself.
Yeah! Self-love is what Mumei would be about.
It's a little bullshit, but okay.
So
That's in the spirit of Mumei. You have to.
I'm going to say, I watched this, quite a bit of it, actually. I'd say Mumei's 3D Live is probably like the least, it's fancy, but it's like the least ceremony, whistles, and bells. She just goes in, and we just do it.
It's a concert.
Yeah, like she is singing, and she doesn't have a lot to say between the songs. We got stuff to do. I'm out here singing.
There was like very minor stylized transitions.
Yeah.
But not much.
It was really sleek, IMO.
Can I tell you how I watched Mumei's 3D Live real quick?
How?
I want you to know my experience level with this. I was like, oh, Mumei's 3D Live is live right now. And I clicked on it, and I got to see her play 2 chords on her guitar, and then it ended.
Hey.
And that was literally, I was like, oh, okay, well, fine, that's cool. And then I just never went back to watch it.
Well, you missed out.
I'm sure I did. So tell me about it.
Carlos, there's only one song I'm interested in discussing. I'll let you know when we get there.
All right.
You know, first of all, Mumei is one of the best singers like on the fucking planet. Her voice is so goddamn beautiful.
Yeah. She did a mixture of like later J-rock and then just very calming, just very beautiful songs.
I would pay her $4,000 to sing like 2 songs.
That's a good amount of money.
That's a good amount of money.
Mumei, you should probably do that. Not gonna lie to you, that's like a really good deal. Like he just wants to pay you $4,000 for 2 songs. Fuck, I'd sing like a half hour for $4,000.
I guess that's true. Maybe I'm lowballing a little bit, but she is.
No, she's a professional.
Yeah,
she
she's a
deserves
professional.
those kind of rates.
So
but like,
she starts with Heretics of Honesty from Fate Grand Order. Since Carlos likes Fate, he can just such bullying.
Carlos, could you just run us through the list real
Yeah.
quick, and we'll pick out anything
Okay.
that stands out, okay?
So just this first one, I've only seen season 1 of Fate Grand Order, and I played the mobile game for about a week after it came out.
Okay, so that's 1 season too much and 1 week of gameplay too much. But go ahead.
Yeah, just go at him.
We're just bullying Carlos about mobile games tonight.
How dare Carlos try things?
Honkai Third Impact.
Shut the fuck up! Carlos, continue, please.
Next up was Ninely, if that's how you pronounce that.
Nelly?
It's
Really?
the Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress song. I don't remember where it was in the show because I never finished it.
She sung it well.
It's a really
Good
good
job.
song. There was Let It Out.
By Linkin Park?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to verify.
I think Carlos would list the band in the notes that he wrote.
There was Clear Skies from Frieren. I really appreciated that one.
I'm going to show my age here. Which song is Clear Skies in Frieren? Is this an ED?
I believe it was season 2's, or like the second core's like opening.
Oh, the
It was
one, the one where the guitar starts.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
You literally got the exact opening chord of it.
Good. That's what I do. Music is my passion.
So then it was Memories up next. And then Let It Be. And then this
Some Frozen.
then
The Beatles. Not even.
at this point, it's whenever we transitioned into her nice little nighttime little campfire
I love the
section.
campfire so fucking much.
This campfire section where Nene, Iris, Bei, and Koyori appear to have some marshmallows and hang out.
Just Bay just popping in out of nowhere. It's like, oh hi.
Oh, hi.
God damn it.
I'm
yeah.
still a piece of garbage.
They were there for a couple of songs. They did Summer Days, and then the I Met a Bear.
Yes, let's fucking go. Up there of the Tootie Taw and down by the bay for all-time greats. It's my favorite genre, the obnoxious but catchy, comforting kids tunes. I met a bear. I fucking loved it. I loved it so much. Just watching those goobers sitting flat in the tent go ba-da-ba-da-ba.
So she picked the bear.
Oh my god.
I'm the fucking peanut gallery right now because I got nothing else I can do.
Okay, Charlie. What's the name of the Peanuts main character?
Why do you keep calling me by my middle name?
Did you change your middle name?
No, it was Charles before. It's Charlie now. It's the same fucking name with a different pronunciation. Derailing is fun, but let's continue.
Yeah, true.
I'm just gonna say for this, she picked the absolute best possible like crew.
Oh my God.
For this song.
Goober Squadron.
Exactly.
What? Fucking, I don't know, just the way Bay sat, everyone sat, just fucking sent me.
Yeah.
Literally just goobing it out. It's important. I think they're in the tent by the
There's
time
something
they sing
about.
it.
I just love that Nene's there. I just like seeing Nene.
Nene's happy.
makes me
She's in her
happy.
best environment. She thrives out here.
Yeah. But then we ended with Little Adventurer with Gura, Korone, and Okayu. Oh, that was that, and then Alice was after this. So it was really nice getting to hear her and Gura the same place at the same time singing.
I like the fact that they have a not Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. I love this stage. This is a really good setup.
Yeah.
And now, guess what? There's merch.
Oh my God.
Merch.
So I actually haven't seen the merch somehow, even though I literally saw this quote Carlos included. Which is oh hi, I'm the Nashi Mumei. This is the part of the stream where I tell you about the birthday merch. I will show you now. I remember her saying that, but I don't remember the fucking merch.
That was literally the very first thing she said after like the singing.
Yeah, like,
and
these
she's
are,
just
the
like
words.
It's like, oh hi, it's merch time now. I am now legally required for merch.
Well, let me fill you in on what you missed, Cameron.
Thank you.
First up, we've got the Campin' Tapestry. It's a wall scroll. It's got a Mumei that's camping on it. It's cute.
Oh boy.
Following that, we've got the Moom cap. It's a cap that says Moom.
It's really cute.
It is. It's
Oh
very
my
nice. Following that, it's a compact wallet. It's a compact wallet. After that is Mumei's guitar pick keychain. It is a keychain with some owl feathers and a guitar pick. and it says Nanashi Mumei. Very cute.
Acrylic
And there's a bonus if you buy the whole pack of a Checky style bromide card. The complete. There was a limited edition. It's sold out. Don't worry about that. But if you buy the complete one, you get a bromide card with a duplicated foil stamped autograph as of right now.
A couple of my favorite notes for this. When she mentioned the compact wallet, she's like, and a compact wallet. Looks at it. Wait, I forgot I actually just named it. It's a compact wallet.
There you go. Its materials are
it's a
polyester,
compact
nylon,
wallet.
zinc, alloy, and ABS and iron.
Yep.
Oh boy, my zinc and iron all in one place.
And for the guitar pick keychain, she did confirm that they are in fact real guitar picks. You can take them off and use them as guitar picks.
Yeah. It even has one of those chains with the reconnectable chain things so you can just pop it right off and use it should you desire. $78 for the whole set. Tapestry's 22, Moomcap's 22, Wallet's 18, guitar pick is 17. So there you go.
And I just confirmed the shipping on the guitar pick is like $18.
Sounds right.
I think you get a couple of them.
Yay. All right. Anything else we want to talk about when it comes to Moomer's 3D Live showcase?
Man, it was just a really, really nice concert.
Yeah, I'm really sad that I missed this. I'm going to have to go back and watch it, I say, knowing I won't. But it's definitely like there's a lot of work that goes into any of these, but she definitely put the work in on this one. It looks beautiful.
So with that,
Have you finished buying your Mumei merch?
let me confirm. Oh, yep. So
That's good.
we're now exiting the range of things I knew was happening, and we're now entering the wait, that was happening.
So I'm going to go ahead and point out the fact that Carlos is the only one to have watched the next 4 3D lives that we're going to talk about.
My fucking god. Carlos, feel free. Just as much detail as you want to hop into.
I'm going to take a nap under the desk. You just go off, sister.
I'm going to take a nap with Nick, but nothing's going to happen.
We're kind of fuck.
Okay.
Carlos, we're going to start off. This is all of V4 Mirai's generation. Which I definitely didn't forget what their generation's called. But it's their 3D debuts. And it is Yumi the Witch, Dr. Nova, Rem Kanashibari, and Alias and Anono. So why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right. Just right off the bat, I'll say the 3D models for them were all exceptional. Mm-hmm. They were every bit as good as the Hololive ones.
Well, that's good.
The one and only downside to them was that the mouth tracking was extremely subpar. But other than that, the actual movement on them, and like they're all very flowy and animated, they were impeccable other than the mouth tracking.
Gotcha. So there's room for improvement, basically, is what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Mouth tracking and movement tracking when they hit the ground are the hardest things. Mm-hmm. Based on some light research.
I'm also going to point out real quick, just the first thing I noticed, these are like 30, 35-minute debuts, whereas the Hololive ones are like 45 minutes to an hour.
Tell that to Dr. Nova.
Not true.
Dr. Nova's really long?
It's an hour.
Not true. Alias's was about a half an hour.
Oh, so she's the exception.
And they were not the same length at all. Some of them were like 45 minutes. Gotcha. Dr. Nova's was over an hour, and you will find out why in a minute.
I scrolled through it. I don't know what I was expecting, but holy fuck, what a weirdo.
It's Dr. Nova. She's never been normal.
I'm officially going to stamp it. Dr. Nova is the one I shouldn't have slept on. Every time I fucking see her do anything, it's like... It's so rare I see someone's like, oh, that's my freak. I see so much freak, and I'm like, oh, that's not my freak. Nick just saw the start of Dr. Nova's 3D Live, which you should check out. Me and Carlos got a lot out of it.
Huh.
You ever just wake up like that? You ever just feel that way?
I feel that way right now, I'm not going to lie. So she had to rebuild herself, I see. All right, let's go. Let's
hop in. Let's get in. Carlos, fast as fucking possible. We don't...
There's a lot to cover.
Do it. Now we can.
I'll just start off just at the top here with the order I watched them in. I have no idea what the real order is.
This is the real order. It's the Carlos official order.
Start up with
Facts.
Yumi the Witch. Lots of horror theming. She can
witch.
Yes. She can take her hat off.
Good.
That's cool.
So starts right off with the bat. She's like, oh, I'm going to summon my dead aunt. I'm going to summon her. And starts off trying to do that. And she instead summons everyone except for her dead aunt.
Fuck.
So starts off with Alias, the first one that she summoned, their fellow genmate. And these are the call-ins. They're disguised call-ins.
Right.
Yes, they're thematic call-ins.
Yeah. So the call-ins were, for all of these debuts, were pretty hilarious because they made them do some really weird stuff. Alias, first thing, do some squats. She really appreciated that one.
Cruel.
Do some spins, insert dominance. She dabs.
Yeah.
It's the right way to do it. It's that or T-posing, frankly.
Then it was step on us and degrade us. It's like, you're welcome, audience. It's like, oh, you have to do some sexy poses, too. Yumi did not appreciate that too much. She was very actively against anything sexual. But next up, it was Rem, another fellow genmate. Had to do some spins, do an elegant catwalk, stop, drop, and roll.
That's just fire safety. That's important.
Yeah.
So the fun thing about some of these was it was very obvious that they didn't account for what their equipment was going to do with some of their movement.
Mm-hmm.
Equipment did not appreciate them being on the ground for any reason.
Yep. So that was based on my research on what 3D live home studios are like. Ground is currently the hardest thing. The second you fucking hit the ground, most home grade motion tracking that isn't base stations has no idea what the fuck you've just done.
Well, I remember Ame did one a long time ago.
Yeah.
Where she was trying to get her model to go under a table.
Yep.
And she could not do it. The model freaked out every time she tried getting it to work.
The program does not understand the concept of under.
I am scared of what Shiori's going to do now that she has a model.
We're going to see things.
So next, the call-in, V Sensei. I had no idea who this person was. I had to look them up. From what I can gather, they're kind of like this company's A-chan.
Okay.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Where they're not really like a talent, but they are. So they make appearances. She has her own model. She seems to be very well known.
Well, that's good.
So she did some things too, like made her run around, made Yumi give up whatever her boba order is for some reason.
Oh no.
It's very telling.
I can only do that in the third dimension.
It's like knowing what someone orders at Starbucks. You
My
really get a
Starbucks.
So yep, lots of pretty good stuff. It's very, very chill overall. She did some transformations into different animals and showed that she had some cat ears.
I saw the cat.
Yep, it finished up by singing "I Would Kill for You." Good song. I really liked it.
I'll point out that her stage appears to be an abandoned shack of some description.
It's her, her witch shack in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's obviously a witch hut, but...
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then she's on a giant fucking stage, so that happens too. Very cool, though.
Yeah.
Her model does look fantastic, I'll tell you that.
Great model, and honestly, I haven't watched, basically anything of her since her debut when we talked about her. And I kind of forgot that I really liked her music taste, and she's a pretty good singer.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, overall, very good. The next one that I watched, Dr. Nova's, she was a weirdo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Nova. That's what she
Fucking
thrives. That's
bizarre
how she
person.
thrives.
Her quote at the beginning was, "It took all of my singular brain cell. Finally, in a land filled with mountains, I shall not be the singular plateau."
Ha.
There's lots of meanings you can take from that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm not gonna dig too deep. I'll be real. I'm just gonna let that one slide off the smooth part of my brain, which is all of it.
She was very, very openly proud that her chest was no longer completely flat.
Oh, okay, I see.
Very different person.
So yeah, just a hilarious opening video. Her stream starts off. She blows up.
Explosion.
Yep. She blows up, and now she's a skeleton in 3D.
Ah, the Skirlington. I see.
So she spends 16 full minutes of her stream as a skeleton.
As she pieces the previous 2D version of herself back together on the floor.
Yeah.
It seems.
Because her 2D model blew up. So she's walking around picking the pieces up and putting them on her skeleton model and wearing them like clothing.
Whatever works for you, I suppose.
Followed by her attempting to realign all of the pieces on the floor, and it was not going well.
She did okay. Oh, maybe not.
She'd be like, okay, I finally have it. And then she like wiggle her leg the wrong way on accident, and the whole thing would fall apart.
That has a tendency to happen sometimes.
Eventually, she gets it all put together, though, and she shows her real, fully skinned up 3D model. Very well done. Nice floppy lab coat.
Yes, she's got long, long sleeves.
Yeah.
Guilty gear ass looking motherfucker.
She's proud of that.
I bet.
So yeah, she starts teleporting all over the place, trying to get ready, and she gets to France, Minecraft, just a meat room.
Oh yeah, France and Minecraft right next to each other.
A 3D program, and eventually she ends up in the UK.
Ugh.
She's like,
My condolences.
she ends up in the UK where Rem lives for her first call-in.
Hey, now we got a call in from Rem.
Yeah, first thing, Rem, how do I get out of the UK?
I don't want to be here.
Rem cannot answer that question. Also is unable to leave the UK herself.
That's fair. No one has figured out how to get out yet.
Tragedy.
They'll find a cure one day.
Yeah, and Rem had some interesting things for this. She made Dr. Nova plank. Nova did not appreciate that, and neither did the model tracking.
It would not. Obviously, if laying down at all causes an issue, then holy hell.
Yep, she made Nova do some mug shots. And then Nova informed everyone that her arms were flaccid.
As opposed
to turgid.
Oh my god.
Which would mean
Oh my god.
which means engorged with blood.
Carlos, continue.
Carlos, let's talk about
Carlos, don't listen to him.
turgidity.
Carlos, don't touch your target arm. Get back to work.
I see that Nova does the caramel dancing.
She does. And Rem's like, you know what? For the things you've done, I think you should get your apology video done and out of the way for the future.
Oof.
That was real great.
I would like to apologize for existing. It was not my choice.
It was a good sequence. And Rem, I don't even remember the context of this one, but Rem just said, give the big suck. I don't know what the context was of that, but Rem said it for some reason.
And I'm guessing the answer was go away, Rem.
I do remember now. She was flopping her arms around, and Rem's like, all right, hey, get me inside of your nice floppy lab coat arms. I want to escape the UK with you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I really do like her model in general. It's, like, really nice, honestly.
Yeah. Like I said, their models were so well done. I really liked them.
Yeah. Dr. Nova's a goddamn weirdo, but... Excuse me. Her model's great.
All
Next
right.
up was Yumi the Witch.
Yeah. Where she was trapped in Nova was trapped in Yumi's cage.
I mean, hey. I'm not one to judge.
Yeah. And Yumi's first thing was jump for me. Just jump.
Okay.
Very different context depending on who's jumping.
Yumi is especially gifted in the breast department.
Ah, Brubers.
She has enormous honkers.
Yeah.
And fantastic badonkers as well.
I love the way we use words.
Cameron, it's okay.
Huh?
It's okay.
No, I'm not.
Well, then maybe you would love her song that she had to sing next out of this.
I love you, bitch.
What was the song, Carlos?
That's it.
The song's called I Love You, Bitch.
Bitch. I love you.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yumi's like, sing me a song. And that's just Dr. Nova's like, okay, I'll just sing that. It was very appreciated. Yumi loved it.
There you go. I see wacky flailing inflatable tomb flailing arm man here.
Yes.
Which is what she's been doing this entire video, as far as I can tell.
Yep. And then she had to act like a bird. And at the end of it, Yumi's like, okay, you did a pretty good job. You can leave my cage now, but only if you get in my basement instead.
It's the pillow deer situation all over again. What does it mean that she can't touch her toes?
Some of the exercising that she was doing to show off her model of this, it's like, I'm going to touch my toes. Tries. I can't touch my toes.
Rip. And of course, as is tradition, she finishes off with a big musical number. Just like any good Mel Brooks movie.
I have no idea what the name of this song is.
If you check the description, it's called Chichi Mowoge. Mowoge? Chichi Mowoge.
Chichi Mowoge.
Chichi Mowoge. Carlos.
It's the Boing Boing Opie song.
From Zatch Bell?
Hold on, let's...
From Zatch Bell.
Okay.
Moe, moe.
There you go.
In the English dub, they changed it to, hey, hey, let's dance all day. Boogie, boogie. They did not adapt the rest of the show whenever a large-breasted woman joins the cast to sing that song. It became too difficult to adapt. I imagine Jimmy Neutron's voice actress became uncomfortable. God, she keeps becoming the best.
I can't...
What a fucking song to cover. What the fuck?
Speaking of Jimmy Neutron, we're going to get to that in a bit.
What do you mean? Okay, fine. I hate my ability to be psychic. I want to turn it off.
Stop giving people my information. Next week he's going to be like, oh yeah, well, if you just call this phone number and list mine out and say this social security number.
555?
No.
Shit.
Stop. All right. So that's Dr. Nova. She's great. She's wonderful. She's horrifying. She's some sort of eldritch creature. Next up, we had a different kind of eldritch creature, Rem Kanashibari.
Yeah. And I had to point out this because this was probably my favorite name for a 3D I've ever seen. The name of her 3D was I Love My 3D Chungus Life.
I also love my what the fuck.
I mean, it's better to love it than to hate it. Well, hey, guess what? I didn't mute. There we go.
That's embarrassing. Restart.
Cut that out.
Welcome
cut
to
that
Super
out.
Chats.
No, stop. I'm so tired right now.
I love that the more tired I get, the more my laugh is like Pecora Joker. I sound like a dying parrot.
Poker.
Holy shit, lady.
Are you looking at Rem Kanashibari's giant breasticles?
What the fuck?
She's exceptionally gifted in many regards. She's a good singer. She has huge knockers. What more do you want? I'm sorry, am I not supposed to casually observe these things? Because it's really fucking hard not to.
There's a mole. You're supposed to. It draws your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she's doing a whole lot to cover it up either. I'm gonna be real with you. Obviously, like if Rem comments and is like, "Quit looking at my boobs," I'm gonna be like, "I apologize. I won't anymore." But I mean, until that happens, I feel like
Well,
it's just a compliment. All right. Well, so tell me about her 3D showcase.
Starts off by singing the Ikinai Borderline. Great song. You'd probably recognize it if you've watched a lot of VTubers.
Gotcha.
It's a very good song.
Wow, she has a set list.
Yeah, she starts off on a big stage. Very cool.
Yeah. So she shows off. Hers was a lot more chill. Some music, just hanging out. Very, very high detailed, flowy model.
Yeah, she's got a lot of movement going with her tail and her hair and everything. She looks really good.
Yeah. She did a lot of posing. She was doing pop culture stuff, doing some SpongeBob and some JoJo poses.
Yeah.
She did Gangnam Style and brought that back into my brain again after all these years.
There you go. I mean, even just past like the joking about like the physical characteristics and everything, her outfit is really fucking cute.
Yeah.
I really like it a lot in 3D. It looks really good.
Yeah. And her tail.
Yeah, the tail's cool. It's just following everywhere. It's so flowy. Very cool.
So I mentioned earlier that being on the ground does not do well. At one point, she lays down on the ground and starts rolling around. The model tracking works fine for it until she started smacking her audio equipment off the ground while she was rolling.
Yeah, that'll cause a little bit of an upset there.
That made a couple of not so nice sounds in the stream.
I see her rolling. Yes, that's good.
Yes.
One could call her a rolling girl.
She also tries to twerk at some point, and
Is she terrible at it?
she is 100% unable to do it.
Oh, yeah.
She tries.
The education system has failed us.
This woman is untwerkable.
I can't twerk in these conditions. Why is it? Oh, never mind. I know why.
But she also moves on, and she sings my favorite rendition of Daddy Daddy Do I have ever heard.
Oh, yeah, you sent this to us. It's
Yeah.
really good.
It was a jazz edition.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I really liked it. That was my favorite part of the stream, honestly. It's such a very interesting song. And the jazz edition, man, I love that. But she had some call-ins, too. She had Alias came in and made her do some sexy poses. Alias told her to do the Jacko pose. She tried really hard.
It's not a real thing.
Oh, you say that because it's true that it is not a real thing.
She tried her best, okay?
That's all you can ask for someone trying to do a Jacko pose.
If a Guilty Gear character does it, you can't.
I can't wield a giant key as a weapon.
That's a key. Okay. But you can date that giant key, and that giant key is your husbando. If
Right
anyone
there
tells
is
you
her
otherwise.
attempt.
Oh my god.
She's trying real hard.
If your hip goes down, you've already lost.
I mean, the thing is, like, the human back is not meant
It's
to do
literally
that.
not going to do it. It's not real.
Your back does not bend backwards
If you
like
think
that.
Cameron's just a hater, let us know in the comments, because
If you think I'm just a hater, include an imgur of you doing it.
for research purposes, purely.
I will alert the Guinness World Book record. You will be in it. You will be on the cover.
Best Jackoer.
Best at jackoing off.
I see what you did.
It was a sexual innuendo.
What did V Sensei do whenever she called in?
Not what I just said.
You
So V ended up having to do more normal things because Alias already made her floss and do some bunny hops for obvious reasons.
why would she make her hop? I don't get it. Oh, I get it.
Yeah. But V Sensei came in and was like, do you know how to drive? It's like, okay, yeah, they had a nice little sequence where Rem proved that she knew how to drive and also reminded all the audience that Rem is in the UK and V Sensei is not in the UK, and they drive on different sides of the road, which caused some confusion.
Slowly depress the clutch.
Yeah. Things also involved manual cars.
Of course. Because the rest of the world drives manual cars. America, we're just like, no, I don't wanna. But
Yeah.
the rest of the world's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah. And through all that, at the end of it, and Rem's just like, I think I'd look good in a neck brace anyway.
There you go.
Okay.
Why not?
Go off.
Did you know Japan has separate licenses for manual and automatic?
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Doesn't it? Like, you have to get both if you want to do both.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rem.
Yeah.
Give her a score out of 10. Look into the camera and tell her how much you like or dislike her.
So, Carlos,
10.
There you go. Strong choice. Well earned, frankly. This is a really good one from what I'm seeing.
So, Carlos, we're keeping a live ranking. How's she ranking your all-time favorite VTubers? And tell us who she's above and below, because comparison is so flattering in this sphere.
I'll have you know, I actually subscribed to her while watching this.
Dang, that's my boy.
I watch you enough. You deserve a subscription. You need to be on my screen somewhere.
Yeah, she does really interesting like ASMRs and stuff. And I don't mean that in the same way that I say like Alias and Anono does really interesting ASMRs. And since we're talking about Alias and Anono,
I got a couple other things.
Oh, okay, you got more for her?
This is probably some of the most important parts of it, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
She had some cameos. So the first one was Rate My Takeaway, which I had no idea who it was. I looked them up. They're a YouTube takeout food reviewer from England.
Okay.
Huh.
So
719,000 subs.
yeah. So he came in.
Oh, this looks like a bloke.
He is.
Oh, what a bloke. They put Doritos in my burger? I love them.
But my favorite part about this was he came in, was doing his cameo, and he's like, oh, yeah, Rem, I like you. I love listening to your ASMRs.
Yeah!
Okay.
Sorry. That was way too exciting to me for some reason.
I love British YouTubers in general.
They said this was a medium fish and chips.
It gets even more British from here, because she had another cameo. She had this sequence titled Lord Remquad Does Your Makeup ASMR. No idea what it was, and through some research, to come to find out, this was a parody of a British YouTuber named Maya Winky.
Okay. So I'd seen her around before, but I never put the name to the face. Maya Winky, best way to put it, is a shitpost ASMR content producer. If you've seen a YouTube short where someone dressed as Lord Farquaad is making strange statements to the camera, but it has a strangely good comedic flow and you don't know why you keep watching it, but it's strangely okay, that was her.
Yeah.
Her Lord Farquaad ASMR has 21 million views, so she makes that kind of content.
You remember how I mentioned earlier Jimmy Neutron was going to come up again?
So I went to her channel. Got a blast.
She's done Jimmy Neutron themed ones as her newest ones.
Good Lord.
It's important to note, like, it's a joke and she's in on it. She's just really good at playing up the strange characters she does. Lord Farquaad is so weird. I want him to leave the cultural zeitgeist. But nope, 2024, we get one more dose of the quad. My short king.
To be fair, I'm partially just upset that someone has out-shitposted Jibby with her SpongeBob SquarePants gives you a tour of the Krusty Krab ASMR video.
Dude, the ASMR sphere is like cutthroat, and they don't even humor like the little ones. Like, you either do the biggest shit post known to man or get out.
I don't like. I don't like it. It's my official standpoint. I don't want it. I don't like it.
There's a little tangent about that too. Actually, it was one of the VAllure girls. I think it might have been Strawny.
Oh, Strawny, what are you doing, girl?
Because they've been cracking down on ASMR on YouTube recently.
Yeah.
I think it was Strawny that said that the way around it right now is ASMR is generally okay. The problem that they have with it is if you do heavy breathing into the mic while you're doing it, it gets flagged as sexual content. So the way of getting around it right now is to hold your breath while you're doing it so that it doesn't get flagged.
Oh, my.
Well, boys, we better be careful from now on. No, Nick, don't leave me.
Don't go where I can't follow.
I think we're all now manually breathing.
Not only that, my tongue isn't comfortable anywhere in my mouth.
Oh, fuck. Might be the worst episode we've ever done.
I really hate it. Tell me about Alias and Anono so I can go to bed.
Final one. She's in jail.
Good. That's where she fucking belongs. I've seen what she does for ASMR content.
She does get out eventually.
Yeah, V-Sensei shows up. It's like, hey, I'm here to get you out. And Alias is like, oh, thank you. You've come to get me. But it's been like 3 days. Like, yeah, I'm sorry it took me some time to get here. It's like, but the school that you work at is like 15 minutes from here. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. She leaves to go get the guards to say, hey, she can get out. And then just doesn't come back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, I like Alias. I think she's a little nutty, a little weird, but I think in like a really fun way. I think she's really cool.
Her entire 3D, the entire thing, it's like 35-ish minutes long. It was one gigantic like skit. She loves doing skits. Like so much of her content is that.
Yeah, dude, she just gets into it. She lives and loves the role play, basically.
Yeah. The role play like never ends with her most of the time. Which is why hers was a little bit shorter, because it was like a big role play thing.
Yeah. She's an actor.
So yeah, they bring up, it's like you have to do take a lie detector and answer some questions. She got really into this. Really, really into this whole lie detector thing. She had get like cold water dumped on her when she was, lying.
The numbers, Mason.
What do they mean?
One of my favorite parts of this too. You'll certainly relate to this, Nick. Mm-hmm. One of the things like, so you possess people, right? It's like, so what? You're not doing anything bad while you're possessing people. It's like, no, I don't do anything bad. Sometimes I just use my powers to possess people and then eat immense amount of milk products that I can't eat normally.
Dream. It's been so long since I've had real milk, I forget what it tastes like. I convince myself that oat milk is the same, but I know it isn't.
There, moshi mosh.
I miss cottage cheese, weirdly.
Daijobu.
And yogurt. I love yogurt.
Daijobu.
It's only when we have the things we love taken from us, Cameron, that we really see. All right, what are we talking about?
Well, then we started with some of the call-ins.
Of course.
Serena Maiko comes in.
Who I'm a big fan of. I do like Serena quite a lot.
Yeah, and asks immediately, are you in jail again?
Yes.
Yes. Is there proof? Yes.
Oh, dead the rights.
She makes her do the Chica dance.
Is that the one from...
the hit show, Love is War?
Yes.
That's cool. Very fun.
They talk a little bit, and Dr. Nova comes in, and immediately is just like, okay, I have to do some things. The guards say I have to answer questions and do stuff to get out of jail. And Dr. Nova is just like, oh, can you give me the lottery winning numbers? No. It's like, okay, why don't you just jump for me a little bit?
Oh my god.
Also blessed in this area.
Oh my god.
Very much so. All right, and it's like, okay, jump for me a little bit. And she realizes how it's, oh, hey, stop it. And next up, all right, turn to your side and lift your arm.
What the fuck, Nova?
Nova's got some emotions going on right now. We're just going to let it go.
And all of that ends up with her saying, it's like, Alias, you're a ghost, right? Can't you just walk through the bars?
Uh-huh.
To Alias responding, but what if they shock me? Even better. She proceeds to walk through the bars. End that section of the skit.
Of course. The
Next.
power was within her the whole time.
Next up, we get into a wrestling match because Alias is a huge wrestling fan.
And she's wrestling against Samantha the Slime.
Good old Samantha.
Yes, immediately gets bored by the slime.
Perfect.
Oh, thank God. It's been too long since Slime Vor has featured in the media I consume.
Oh, that's such a fucking sentence. That sentence would kill an 18th century peasant.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
What precisely is for?
Well, you see, mate. There's this particular group of weirdos that we have on the internet.
What's the internet?
All right, I'm just going to kill you. Anyway, she gets slime vored.
She does.
She gets a cameo
She gets 3 cameos
while in the Vor?
while in the Vor.
What the fuck am I watching?
Because she gets cameos from professional wrestlers
Oh my God.
that give her inspiration to help her win her slime vor wrestling match.
Oh, I kind of love it.
I'm going to bed.
I kind of love it. It has the same energy. I recently rewatched Mega 64's Dragon Ball Z in 3 minutes. It has the same energy as the Boo Saga Spirit Bomb, where the people who give them energy is like Gaben, Hideo Kojima, the head of Platinum Games. Just, you can do it! I believe in you, Goku!
Can you imagine messaging Hideo Kojima and being like, all right.
Hello, Kojima. We're Mega 64. We're doing a skit where we need several people to offer up energy to Goku for the Spirit Bomb. If you can read this, that'd be great. He's not going to see it. Hello. My name is Hideo Kojima. I'm the creator of several well-produced video games. I would like to give you a video clip. I've also spoken with some of my friends, and they're also willing. Okay, but he's probably just going to phone it in. He goes the hardest.
It's Kojima. That man doesn't know he doesn't understand phoning it in.
He's such a fucking dork. He loves Pecora so much.
Well, who did he get the other day? He just got 2 new models. Oh, it was the girls from Licorice Recoil. He got 2 models. He got models of those 2, and it's really great because he's taking like these really good close-up photos with like really super strong bokeh, and in the background you can barely make out like the super bokeh like fuzzed out models of the main character from Death Stranding and Usada Pecora. I saw that on Twitter the other day, and I was just I fucking love this man.
You're going to be so upset when Pecora's in Death Stranding too.
I'm gonna love it, first of all, and second of all, I really fucking love Licorice Recoil. That was one of my favorite shows last year, so like I'm just psyched that Kojima likes that too, I guess. I don't even play Kojima's fucking games. I have no reason to like or respect the man, frankly.
And yet you'd sit down and have a great conversation
I would
with him.
love to talk to him. Anyway, I take it she kills the slime Vorbeast.
Yeah, she gets inspired by several wrestlers.
Such as Kurt Angle, Tyler Rex, and Mansoor.
Yes. Kurt Angle had no idea what was going on.
That's the funniest.
He tried his best to read the script they gave him.
Do your best, bud.
Tyler Rex, awkward. He was like shirtless and sounded like he was in a bathtub.
Yeah, I love cameos so much. They're so fucking unhinged.
And then,
Hey, this is Aaron Hansen.
And then the third one, Mansoor, probably my favorite out of the 3 of them. I only recognized Kurt Angle, but Mansoor, I loved his section of this because it was very, very obvious that he did research on who Alias was and what she was doing.
Yes.
And he gave targeted messages to her.
Yes.
Those are the best.
His very first sentence out of it, I believe, it was one of them anyway. It was, "Me and all your simps, I mean fans, believe in you."
Yes. Oh my man.
Man did his homework.
Oh my man.
So she beats the Vorbeast.
Yes. Which, by the way, this was like, she tried her best to make this like as much of a real wrestling match as she could for a person fighting a slime. Because at one point she did like the hilarious thing that sometimes happens in wrestling, where she was in the middle of like wrestling this slime, and at some point she's like laying on the ground next to it. And then you just hear her like whispering into the mic, "Hey, get on top of me." You know, in wrestling they have cues.
Oh yeah.
They tell each other to do things, and it sometimes accidentally gets picked up in the mic.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's what they do. What they go through with their bodies.
I can't believe Slime 4 made me break kayfabe.
Oh my god. So there you go. She wins. She sings. We call it a day, and that's all of the 3D debuts from V4 Mirai now too.
Various fucking sources.
So we're okay. That's all of them. That's all 7 of them, minus the one that I decided not to subject us to by watching. We still didn't watch Eofies.
We never will. It's over.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah. Anything else about V4 Mirai?
I appreciated them.
Cool. They're really good. They're really cool. They have new models. Go check them out. Carlos and I went to Otakon this past weekend. I came back with a cold, which I'm fighting right now. It's hell. Bye, Cameron. Carlos, what'd you buy this cool? Show it off.
I bought my nice little fauna card holder. I bought this beautiful little keychain of Face
really
Connect,
cute.
Clara sticking her tongue out. I posted that on my personal Twitter account and tagged her in it, and she saw it,
You should
responded, and proceeded to leave a message in French because she thought we were at a Canadian convention.
We were at Otakon. She thought we were at Otakuthon. Also happening in French Canada at the same time.
I did not bother to correct her because I was extremely too afraid. This was my first real interaction with like somebody that I had posted, and she having someone directly respond it.
You literally
You should have called her a stupid butt.
literally heard the Goku Ultra Instinct theme play. And it's like, okay.
The first time I had a VTuber reply to me, I also had a mental breakdown, so it's whatever.
Yes. Final item. I bought way more than this. This is all the VTuber stuff that I got. My premium Sad Girls Tears little coaster. It has Sakana on it.
Yes, I do. I bought 2 hats Samantha. And by that, I mean Takanashi Kiara here. I got the pop-up parade of her that I failed being a fan of. I failed as a fan of her and didn't buy it on release or pre-order it. But I got it at Otakon. There was one booth selling it for $85. I found another booth selling it at a reasonable price and then bought it there. I also got this little Kason charm that's pretty cute. I like it a lot.
I really wanted to bite it. I wanted to bite it so hard.
I understand. I got this Narissa charm. It's really cute. It's 2-sided.
Oh, Narissa.
It's Narissa.
I warned you. I wanted to bite the previous one. All further ones I want to bite.
This is Tokiyama Toa
Oh, Toa.
from Hololive JP.
Oh, I love the little sprites.
Yeah, it has like her little get out here. It's got little sprites and stuff on her. This one's from Studio Nekomata.
Oh, of course.
was
That's
the
why
last-
it's good.
That was the last one of those they had. And this is also from Studio Nekomata. This is a charm from Utano Pandora. This was the last one they had of these. And I think this is the last one they're gonna make too. Because I don't think they're doing I think it was a limited collab they did with Pandora. So either way, I might have gotten the last one of these ever, which is really kind of cool. But either way, I got the last one they had on them. And I was very happy to get this. I like this one quite a lot. It's very cute, and I like Utano Pandora. She's
I like
really
how
cool.
I like how it looks like someone already took a bite out of it.
Yeah, exactly. This one you can nibble a little as a treat. I got us 3 art prints. One is of Vidal and Neurosama. One is of Komachi Penko from Phase Connect, and one is from Fauna. That's who they are, not what they're from, I guess. And then I got, those are off screen right now. I have to finish getting the frames set up so I can put them on the set here. And then I think that's, I got this sticker of Roora holding a pistol because this is how she holds a pistol. Like this. It's very cute.
I can't believe somebody literally had like a sticker of that for you to buy.
I saw like a half dozen Roora prints around the convention. There was a lot of fan art of Justice already, which is good to see. And then that's pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot. I took some pictures of cosplayers. I'll throw those up now if I can get them into this on time and everything. Otherwise, it was a good convention. We had a lot of fun. It was mostly anime centered anyways, but I bought a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah, we were a little bit sad that Otakon was very, very barren of official VTuber stuff and just very barren of kind of like companies in general because they were apparently all in Canada this year.
Everyone was at Otakuthon. I was gonna say Phase Connect was at Otakon last year and they weren't there this year, and that was I was sad because I wanted to meet the Fishman again, knowing who he is now. But that life is what it is. That's the way it goes sometimes. So next time,
maybe next year.
All right, that is the Otakon report, I'd say. Next up, we're going to hit news bits really quick. Jelly from Face Connect got a new outfit and a song. The song is an original song called Break Into My Heart. It's a pretty pop song about opening yourself up to the possibility of love. It's got a really, really pretty art video to it. Really cool stuff. She has an outfit, obviously, like we said, that goes with it. It's basically a casual outfit. She has a hoodie, some shorts, a tank top, and she can take the hoodie on and off. And she's got some big old round glasses. That's the most that you see. Oh, and headphones too, I guess.
Hilarious. She has like a bee with her head riding a skateboard on the shirt.
Yeah, it's a really cute and funny, just like casual outfit for her to wear. I think whenever she posted it, she was just like, "I'm not an idol anymore. Boo hoo." So, check out all that stuff if you'd like to. Jelly is really good. And she makes good stuff.
She also made a post on Twitter after that saying, "It's like I'm something along the lines of like I can show now that I love you all platonically."
Oh, phew.
So there you go. Check her out. Next up, Grimmi has given us an update about her hot sauce company. Her business is completely done with her past business partners. She is the owner fully of her hot sauce business. It's now legally called Grevillea Sauces LLC. Grevillea is her full name, by the way. That's why it's called that. Grimmi is short for that. So that's cool. I'm glad that Grimmi has that under her name. It's really good and cool, and I'm excited for more hot sauces because I dropped my bottle of Grimmi Wants to Kill You and it shattered and I lost like half my sauce and I'm sad. It was delicious and I want more of it. So there you go. Any thoughts?
Hopefully she'll be able to get that up and running again soon. She said that like it was mentioned, she's completely separate from the old partners. That everything is now fully under her control and there will be no business with them again in the future.
There you go. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Goodsmile has put out a shitload of new figure announcements. There's going to be a Hachima pop-up parade coming soon. It doesn't have color yet. And there's a new Hoshiumi Max Factory figure that is coming soon. That one's going to be like $500 probably. So yes, outside of that, we're also still looking forward to the Kiara Android someday, I'm sure. And there's a bunch of other cool stuff that they're still working on. Advent is getting pop-up parades right now, I believe. And so Justice should hopefully get those at some... Or not Justice, but Promise should get those as well, I would hope, at some point.
Yeah.
So we're holding out for more stuff from Goodsmile. They make pretty great stuff. We've got a lot of their stuff on our set right now, actually. So anything else about that?
Yeah. Hopefully we get some of this stuff over time. It's kind of just a little unfortunate that a Hololive literally debuts talents faster than Goodsmile makes figures. So
it's the way of things right now.
Goodsmile makes them pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
I know, right? Next up, Yukinoshita Peo has hit 70,000 subscribers and got a model upgrade.
Yeah. It's nothing like super huge. It's just her face is a lot more expressive. The model is more flowy, has better movements and everything. It's just a little 70K celebration thing she wanted to do.
There you go. Which is well earned. Congratulations to her on the numbers. Strawny Cuddles, meanwhile, has hit 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Strawny Cuddles as well.
Fucking go!
I don't know that she's done any, she just basically posted on Twitter about it that I saw. I don't think she's doing anything major or big.
I mean...
But she did do a celebration for 10,000 where she did a fancy ASMR, I think.
I'd like to confirm that. I'm pretty sure she's doing something for her thing. For 15,000, she's celebrating with a thigh cam.
Oh, hell yes.
Let's go. She is probably going to think of something. After she gets the cooking skill cape. Way to go. RuneScape, baby.
Oh, okay, cool. Moving on.
I think the other VAllure girls have also been doing very good.
Yes.
They've all been really keeping up because Emmy is also at just under 24K right now.
Yeah, they've been hitting a lot of really good milestones. So congratulations to all the VAllure girls. Upcoming events. HoloCure is getting a new update soon. There'll be 9 new playable characters, including Pecora. I haven't seen an update for HoloCure in a while. That's...
Yeah, they've been mostly just like keeping their head down, working on stuff, and kind of taking a break.
They did sort of release an entire separate game at one point, didn't they?
Good lord. The people working on HoloCure are some of the hardest working people on the planet.
Yeah, big respect and congratulations on all of your success with that game. It's astounding, frankly.
I'm so excited. Yes.
So there we go. That's another great thing to look forward to. We're going to hop into music real quick here.
Music.
We have an original song from the Bow Bow Dogs, Fuwamoco. 5 days ago, at the time of posting, they put up their new original song, Born to be Bowdle. It's a cute little song. They go basically over like who they are, what they're doing, why they're cute. There's a lot of really, really good puns in here that I really like. At one point, they rhyme happy, lucky puppy. And it's just, I don't know. It's really good. They're cute. God damn it. They're so fucking cute. Why are they so cute? Good dogs.
I know. I remember saying when they debuted, it's like they're going hard on this cute side.
900,000 subscribers can't be wrong.
I was just saying they're going super hard on the cute thing. I wonder what's going to happen to them. And a year later, and they're still going hard on the cute side. It has not let up ever.
Nah, dude, they're just fucking cute. That's all there is to it. So check out their original song. Really happy poppy song. It's exactly what you would expect. It's idol music. So on to covers. Machina X Flayon has covered Orthodoxia by Gucci. What's this one about, Carlos?
It's just a very interesting song, honestly. It had an almost animated video, but not quite. I don't know. I just really appreciated his singing. It was a little bit of a darker song, but not too much.
Gotcha. Very cool. And one for the boys. Hell yeah. Next up, Miori, Celesta, and Apollo Kepler have covered El Tango by Egoist, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an Egoist song, so I know it's right up Carlos's alley. This is usually one of his favorite things.
Well, this was a Vocaloid song. It was like a gothic fantasy kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And I actually had to look up that Apollo Kepler is a very not like super small, but much smaller than Miori.
Gotcha. He sounds space themed. Is that fair to say?
I didn't have a chance to look up too much about him, honestly. Especially since they usually have like a custom look for these kinds of videos anyway. It was a much darker fantasy look for the video.
Appears to have eyeball earrings. Cool. Not what I expected. Still cool though. All right. Anything else about that cover?
So, yeah, it was a great cover, and this came out like basically at the either right before or like at the same time as Miori had her health problems, unfortunately.
Oh, gotcha.
But I guess at least they made it out in time.
I was going to say, they got it out the door, and that's pretty great, frankly. Lia and Rie from Phase Connect have covered Drop Pop Candy.
Yeah.
I think I watched this as well.
Yeah.
It's a really cute video, right?
Yeah, it's one of Real's old songs. It's from 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's one of the songs that, in my opinion, put them on the map of the internet.
Okay. So that's,
It's a song that...
obviously a big deal.
Yeah. It's a song that if you've been on the internet, especially in the weeb community, for any amount of time, you've probably heard this.
Drop Pop Candy.
It's a very, very recognizable song. It's very unique and very cute.
Well, good. All right. Anything else about it?
It was a fantastic cover. They did a really good job.
Hell yeah. All right. That's all the music for right now. We don't really have any favorite stream moments because we talked about everything that we watched, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I can talk vaguely. I don't even... This is like not even 2 sentences. I watched Fauna play Pikmin. It was really funny to watch her wonder how the camera controls work, and she got really excited to have 2 of them in. I watched Cecilia work in FL Studio. It's fun to watch people compose music.
Yeah, there you go. I watched a little bit of Liz's karaoke, and I watch Row where I can.
If I watch VTubers in a week, I'm fucking telling people.
I watched Miss Clara do some more karaoke because she does like 4 karaokes a week, and they're all fantastic.
Oh, also I forgot, like Alicia, she did a thing where she showed off like a model she made, like rigged up. And like she also did a watch along of this person's debut, Massive Tentacles.
Massive Tentacles.
Yeah, and the model goes really fucking hard.
Yeah. Reminds me of that Ladybug VTuber. Shit, whose name I can't fucking remember.
Twitch.tv/designation1 mot. That's a hard URL to read, but yeah, it's cool to just be reminded, oh yeah, this VTuber is also extremely fucking talented. She has a gun.
Berrybug, that's who she reminds.
Berrybug.
You ever watch Berrybug?
No.
Nope.
There's Berrybug.
Hi, Berrybug. Love you.
Berrybug's cool. She has a really cool design. And she's been hanging out with Mint.
Oh, she's too cool.
And Ashton. Mint Phantom and Ashton.
And Mickey Mouse.
You mean Mint?
Mickey in the background.
You mean Mint that's hanging out with FaZe Connect at some point?
Yeah, they're doing a concert together at Anime NYC. So that's something that we could have thrown into upcoming events, but we didn't. So get heckin'
We fucking
ignored.
suck.
All right. But we would also like to thank you guys for watching. It's always very appreciated. Couple comments real quick.
Oh boy.
Somebody, Jose Adi, went back and looked at our old videos and saw what we were working with before we had this setup. And yeah, it's a lot different now. It's a lot nicer in my opinion. So
We spent money.
yeah,
We are different Pikmin now.
it's true. SDE 1994, of course, our friend who covers a lot of stuff in Japan, said if anybody doesn't know Hime Hina, who we talked about last week, are OG VTubers like Kaguya Luna and Miria Kari, and also pointed out that the one song by Marine that we couldn't figure out if it was 3 or I is pronounced I.
Oh no, I was the least correct. I don't like that.
So thank
Can you
for
change
that.
your comment?
They also pointed out that Marine likes teddy bears and has loads of them in her home, and that's why she's associated with teddy bears.
I
She
did see
literally
that.
just likes them.
I did see that comment, and it's like, okay, that's just a case of us missing like an inside thing. That makes a lot of sense in hindsight.
Yes, it does.
We appreciate that.
Joshy Newwave, who I can't believe I forgot to give up thumbs to, said Cameron's announcer voice reminded me of something for a long while. Then it hit me. He sounds like the guy who does the next Idol voice from Tokyo Idol Festival.
I feel so bad. I read this comment too, and I meant to look it up, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I sound like a thing I haven't heard.
And then,
That is really funny to me, actually.
which is great, frankly.
Yeah.
And then Camazole Corzette commented,
Oh, hi.
"How are you doing?"
How did I not see that?
Hello.
Live reaction.
And said, "I really did all those things."
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
And then I replied with a neutral face and a thumbs up and said, "Of course you did. We would never imply otherwise. And of course we would never say that you're some sort of insane person. That would be foolish and stupid, like we're jackasses."
Cam to cam communication. I believe you.
Okay. Thank you for commenting.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, everyone.
Your stream was really good.
For your comments in general. Everybody, we're oh my god, what a fucking week. I'm so tired. All right. That was great. Love you guys. Keep it up. Keep up the comments. We love to read them, frankly.
Fucking yeah.
If you have comments, you can leave them on our YouTube video, of course. That is what you're probably watching every week.
This is a good time for me to just kind of put my finger on the pulse. I really appreciate we have people who are more knowledgeable about things than us who are very gently correcting and informing us.
Mm-hmm.
We can only know so much. I'm actually really appreciative that we have really nice people telling us that stuff.
Feel free
Thank
to jump
you.
on the Discord because then you can correct us like in real time.
If a mean person comes in who corrects us meanly, it's your job to just punch them. Just jump on them and be like, be nicer about it. But he was right.
It's all fair. Like,
Start a war.
no. So yeah, if you have comments, leave them down below. If you want updates about what we're doing outside of this, check out our Twitter. It's at SuperChatsPod. You want to chat with us? The Discord link is down below. There's an audio version of the podcast. It is available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you are listening on there, please drop us a review so that the algorithm likes us. Give
YouTube
us
video.
5 stars, please.
YouTube video if you play League of Legends. Podcast if you commute/gym.
There you go. And if you like what you're hearing and you want us to do better, share us around, and then we'll feel more responsible to do better work, frankly. So yeah, I think that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Any of you guys want to say anything else to the community real quick while we got them?
This is very vitally important. I have to say it. Okay.
Okay.
I just watched Sonic pull the piece of tape off of your carpet and chew on it.
My cat is a very good boy with a very small brain. And with that, thank you for watching. We're going to hop into birthdays and get out of here. Sound good, guys?
Yeah.
On August 9th, Kohaku Yumakui from production Kawaii. Happy birthday.
Happy birth.
On August 10th, Hachama from Holo JP. Happy birthday.
Oh, some no one who knows who this is.
August 10th as well, False ID, an independent VTuber. Happy birthday.
Stay out of our territory. I want that ID beef so bad.
He could crush us like a bug if he wanted.
Remember, False ID, if you leave a comment down below, I'll give you my ticket to the Hololive event.
You better
deserve it,
fucking
Lord.
really hope that he doesn't find out about that offer.
If he doesn't, I'll stay home and sleep.
You're going to miss the chance to see Shiori in concert.
That's how much I respect the hustle.
False ID, you will never get my ticket. I love your content. I watched you fucking today. That's a weird way to phrase that, but I'm going to stick with it.
I saw you, but you didn't see me.
But there is nothing in the
Happy
world.
birthday.
Happy birthday. That ticket is the only thing I care about anymore. I'll sell my house to keep it if I have to. Delutaya, happy birthday on August 11th.
Happy
Indie
birthday.
talent from Japan. August 12th, Dizzy Dokuro from Phase Invaders. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
August 12th as well, Kanade Zuru from Holostars JP. Happy birthday.
Good work. Happy birthday.
Good work. We're almost there, bud. We only got 2 birthdays left, and we can leave.
I won't say anything weird.
Go home. That's it. We just got to calm ourselves down and say happy birthday on August 15th to Arisu Oshiro from Pixel Link. Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
And then on August 16th, we can say happy birthday to Shishigami Leona from React. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I always thought she was indie. I've probably said it 1,000 times in the past. Turns out she's part of an organization.
Where
and I
was
didn't
our
know it.
gentle correction in the comments?
I'm a dum-dum head. That's fine. But now I know that. And now we all know that. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.